So I'm just going to play this using the most recent version of Reshade. Now, I'm not doing a setup guide, so if you're after links and things like that, I'm not actually putting links necessarily in the description. This is purely a video just to see how it performs. I mean, if I do get a lot of people saying, please do a setup guide, then I will come back and do a setup guide. But for now, this is just purely for testing purposes to see if a game like this can be played in a VR headset. Now, the setup I'm using is going to be listed in the description, but it is an RX 7900 XTX GPU, a Ryzen 9 7900 CPU. I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM, and we're playing with the Quest 3 headset with the official Oculus Link. Now, the programs I use for this are Reshade, of course, virtual desktop, and that's pretty much about it, basically. But anyway, this video was recorded late at night, so there isn't any commentary on here. This is just going to be purely gameplay, and it's just me playing this on gamepad, using, like I say, a Quest 3 headset. So if you can support the channel, it really does help us out. If you do subscribe, you'll see every video that gets uploaded. There'll be plenty of VR mods, native VR games, UE VR, that kind of thing. If you can experience it in the VR headset and I think it's worth showing, then I'll put it on this channel. Otherwise, if you do like what you've seen, then do give the video a thumbs up. Again, it really does help the channel grow. But if you do have any comments, like I say, if you want to see a setup guide or anything like that, then just post in the usual place. I will respond to every single comment. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget, like I say, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and please comment on the video, and we'll see you for the next one. Like I say, just sit and enjoy the rest of this. It is played in silence apart from the game audio, because like I say,
did anyone get hurt?
Anyway, thank you, and
they
we'll
broke
see
a
you
couple
again.
of pictures and Wojtek took a punch in the gob, but nothing else. Go and see Wojtek if you want. Maybe he'll tell you more than I can.
You look like you got a solid beating.
To hell with that. The main thing is we kicked those human fuckers out of our tavern. But still, I'd sleep better knowing someone made sure they don't come back ever again.
Someone like...
Like me?
What an idea. At least you'd show you're worth your salt. After what you pulled last time, your reputation could use a bit of polishing.
All right, then. I'll take care of the humans.
Excellent. I don't care what you do with them. Just find their camp and make sure I never see them again. Got it? Seems they came from Samin. Try asking there. Someone must have noticed that rabble.
Careful! underground. Hell on earth.
Good day.
You're not allowed here. Come on now, you've no business here. Out. That's it. Go now.
We've got enough to go. What'll it be, you bum?
I'll have a look at your wares. Let's talk about the price.
Sure, why not? You see, I knew we'd come to an agreement. Thanks.
Really need to eat
and have
something.
a nice day, friend.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as late as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Serene is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you pray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. Prepare to fight.
Show that swine.
Beautiful.
God bless.
I'm all yours. Whack ya! That was something. Come on. Oh, you wee
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yuriko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yuriko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing 12 geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
You got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about. I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
I'd eat and drink my fill and check out the local maidens.
I hope Lord Sameen didn't hear you. He'd be none too pleased to hear you want to take part in such a grand affair, just to stuff your face and roll an A with some drunken wench.
I beg your pardon, Captain, but that's what most fellas go to weddings for.
That's an unspoken truth, son. Unspoken, mind. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
We should probably get going.
My thoughts exactly. Off to the courtyard, then.